Reading is a pivotal part of education. To help students understand the world around them better, they need to be able to read and comprehend what is being told to them. The importance of reading outside of school is paramount. There are many advantages that students can get from reading outside the classroom. When first beginning to read, they learn letter symbols. Making the connection between the symbol and the spoken word is one of the first steps in reading. Listening to adults read gives children a chance to build their vocabulary. When being read a story, it also allows them to gather specific information about the text. For example, they are learning the story or facts of the book. When you and your child discuss a book, their comprehension increases. They are also learning text and sentence structure. When reading by themselves, they can practice decoding words by using analogies or finding known word parts. This also gives students a chance to sound out words. These strategies help students recognize words that they read on their own. This practice encourages students to use their current phonics and phonemic awareness skills and aids them in further building these skills. After a student has read a text several times in school, they build confidence in their reading when they can go home and read the same thing from class to a family member. This can either be a parent or sibling, or someone else in the house. The confidence they gain helps lead to additional reading because they feel as though this is something they can do. Students who are comfortable with reading are much more likely to do additional reading. Students who do not read in the summer fall behind their peers in reading level and understanding. The 3 summer months are crucial for continued progress toward learning to read. This, in turn, affects the other areas listed above, such as vocabulary and comprehension. The reading achievement gap created by this period of not reading is difficult to overcome in school alone. The amount of reading a child can do depends on their current reading level. However, studies have shown a strong relationship between how much a child reads and their reading achievement. Any increased reading time should be expected to lead to achievement for that student. Some reading programs recommend 90 minutes of pure reading in a day, excluding instruction. This reading can include silent, oral, choral, or any other methods to increase proficiency. There are many strategies parents can use to help their child become avid readers. They can start by providing a language-rich environment. This means having reading material readily available for your child. This can range from newspapers to posters to advertisements. A child needs to be read to early and often, before they even understand what you are saying. This will start them on learning the conventions of reading. Children learn many different skills without you even realizing it. For example, they learn how to hold the book, turn the page, and read from left to right. Rereading helps a child's memory and other skills. When you are unavailable or simply tired of rereading the same book, record your voice reading the book. This will allow your child to read their favorite book and practice the skills of turning the page and following along by themselves. Read from multiple sources, books, magazines, newspapers. As long as there are words on it, the child can learn from it. Let your child pick what to read. If they choose what to read, they are much more likely to find it interesting and want to continue reading. Pointing to words as you read them helps the child begin to understand that each word on the page correlates to a spoken word. By asking children questions, you are helping them to recognize characters, setting, and story details. This practice leads to greater comprehension. Pick a variety of books. Picture books allow your child to use their imagination and think of the words for themselves. Children can learn that books cover a wide range of topics. Some are stories, while others tell us facts. Different levels of reading also helps challenge them. Just make sure they are not too difficult. Children can be taken to the library and given their own card. This will help them take responsibility for the books. This will also give them an opportunity to see how many and what kinds of books are available. Treat books with care. If you do this, your child will too. Similarly, if you give books as presents, children are more likely to think about them as important. There are thousands of websites and books to help you teach your child to read. Be sure to evaluate them before use. To help you gather a little more information on the subject, I have included this video.
I'm Justin. I'm a kid. Well, that's pretty obvious. I'm a kid who wants to make a difference. I'm a kid who wants all kids everywhere to be able to read. So I'm asking you to help me by learning how to read with your kids. So let's start with me. Here I am as a baby. Aren't I cute? When I was this age, my parents read to me. I know I was just a baby, but this is the time you start reading to your child. This is when you can truly make a difference. But it's not just about turning pages and telling stories. It's about reading. R, repeat the book. E, engage and enjoy. A, ask questions. And D, do more. When you read stories, you should repeat the book at least 3 to 5 times. Kids really love that. But to keep things interesting, make it a little different each time.
He is happy because we got to read it.
When you read the story the first 2 times, you want to push in the events. That means you talk about what's happening in the story and what the characters are doing.
I wonder what did she do to get that hat. I wonder what she had to go through to finally to have that hat. So let's read and find out, okay? But she just realized she might be able to get that hat if she can find a walking stick to train her.
For the 3rd and 4th reads, you want to push in thoughts and feelings. This just means talk about the characters and what they are thinking, why they are acting a certain way.
Remember, how does he feel? He's so sad.
Another benefit of reading, bigger vocabulary.
And she doesn't care if she loses feathers. No, she wants that hat.
That's right, she'll grow more. She's determined to have that hat, right?
That chicken really wants that hat. She is one determined fowl. 5th read is everyone's favorite because that's when the kids become the storytellers. You will have taught your child so much about the book, they'll be able to tell the story on their own.
Who's that? Chicken.
And they'll be using the vocabulary they learned from the first 4 reads.
Because his nest is hard to sit on.
This nest is hard to sit on.
One of the walking sticks. And then she got the hat. She could use them for, letting Bonky shoo the flies away.
The good thing about repeating books is that you can do it with any child, no matter how old they are. Even if you don't get through the whole book, that's okay.
Has a ribbon now to prop his book open. Yeah. How does he feel? How does he feel? He is happy. Look, he's smiling.
The next step to reading is called engage and enjoy. This is my favorite part of the read. Remember when you were a kid? Think way back. No, even more way back. Acting silly was the best part of growing up. And that's the best part of reading. Engage and enjoy just means have fun. Use different voices for the characters. Act out what they are doing in the story.
That's a nice walking stick, said Chicken Badger. Yes, it is, replied Badger.
I've been standing here for years now, and my arms are so tired.
Not only is this fun, but by using voices and movements, you can help kids understand the story even more. What I mean is, you're going to bring the story to life for them, and that helps them learn even faster. See how we're making a difference? Okay, just 2 more letters to go. The next thing you want to do is ask questions. But don't just ask any question, ask why questions. Make your kids think. It's not just what color is Sprinkle's hat. Oh no, it's why does Chicken want that hat?
Why does he want that hat? Why do you think the chicken has to keep wanting to come in?
Because she can find a window, she can swaddle, and then she gave the blanket to the owl.
Let your kids share their ideas. And, big tip here, listen to them. Give them a chance to tell you what they have to say. Sounds simple, but it's really important. Kids need to be heard. They need to be confident. They need to feel important. Doesn't everyone? So you say your kids can't even talk yet, so why ask questions? Because even if they can't talk, they can listen. And the more words they hear, the smarter they become.
How does he feel?
The last letter in read is D. That stands for do more with the book. If you're reading about animals, visit the zoo. If you're reading about airplanes, check out an airport or make paper airplanes at home. Again, make the book come alive. That's when learning really takes place. Please, don't just read to your children, read with your children.
Because the animals wanted them.
She
had to trade a lot of things.
Trade a lot of things.
Eyes are really blind.
Her eyes are really blind. What is she looking out for?
When you read with your kids, you help them become the storytellers, to find their voices. You give them the tools to be successful and to change the world.
Look at him now. He looks so happy.
He's all snuggly in the blanket, isn't he? He's all snuggly.
Thank you for listening. Now go out there and make a difference, which is where I'm going right now.
Here's a list of references I used to create this presentation. What Really Matters for Struggling Readers by Richard Allington, The Reading Teacher's Book of Lists by Jacqueline Kress and Edward Fry, and Sound It Out by John Savage. Read with your child, because reading creates a whole new world.